We do it live.
Herr Professor Haddadin, weiß Bescheid, Sie müssen echt.
Ja, alles gut, alles gut.
Nur wenn Sie sich dann elegant verabschieden, weil dann nehme ich Sie und bringe Sie zum Auto.
Okay.
Danke Ihnen.
Ja, ich komme.
Kommen Sie zur Ministerin.
Okay. Ready? Have a mic? Okay. Good to go? All right. We're all good to go?
Good to go? Perfect. I think we're ready to go.
Wonderful. All right, everybody. It's a great pleasure to welcome you to the Robothon 2023 awards ceremony. Peter, what do you think? Is it exciting?
I'm excited. I think you're excited, and that makes me excited. I think everyone else is excited. Excited that Mr. Gerlach's here. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, it's the third edition?
Third edition. Can you believe it?
It's amazing. And how many contestants do we have?
We have 20 contestants this year.
From which countries? How many countries?
13 countries.
13 countries all over the globe.
Yeah.
So, fantastic. I think we're growing. It's getting more and more exciting. And tension is very high. We've got a wonderful audience, but in particular, we've got two people I would like to say thanks for coming. The State Ministers of Digital in Bavaria, Digital Affairs in Bavaria, Judith Gerlach. So this whole Robothon is under her patronage, so I would like to welcome you very much to our wonderful event. We're going to have the keynote of you in a few seconds. Thanks for being with us. Also, the General Consulate from China here in Munich. Very great pleasure to have you here. We know that two teams from China are here. You are personally supporting them. Wonderful to have you here. Thanks for coming. And last but not least, I would also say all the warmest welcomes to Professor Gerd Hirzinger, one of our legends in robotics and one of the originators of the Robothon. Please welcome him with us. Okay, Peter, because everybody's actually not waiting for the two of us.
No.
We're all waiting for you. Judith Gerlach, the Ministers of Digital Affairs in Bavaria. We are very happy to have you here. Please, the stage is yours. We're all kind of waiting for the person who brings digital technology to Bavaria, especially for environmental aspects. And I think the Robothon is this wonderful event where the world is trying to solve one of our biggest challenges, recycling of electronic materials. Stage is yours. Thank you very much.
Thank you, dear Professor Haddadin, Professor Hirzinger, dear General Consul, dear outstanding jury. Where is the jury? Ah, welcome. Great. And most of all, dear participants of this year's Robothon. I'm very happy to be here at this amazing event. A big thank you to Automatica, the Messe München, and the Munich School of Robotics and Machine Intelligence that brought this event to life. And by that I mean not just the Robothon event, but Munich Eye as a whole, which the other two components, the High Tech Summit and the AI Society Special Exhibition. I don't have to tell anyone here how important AI and robotics is. It's already part of our everyday lives and will help us a lot in the future if we get it right. And here among us, we have many people who know how to do it, including Sami Haddadin, who is well known among robotics experts in the whole world. But for me today, it's all about the teams that are here and are taking the Robothon Grand Challenge. There is incredible knowledge and creativity at work here, and of course, passion. That's right, isn't it? Yeah. We need passion. They tackle a pressing problem of our time, e-waste or industrial pollution. For me, that's the crucial thing. Digitization must help us humans and never do harm. Digitization must be considered as an accelerator for climate protection. We want to use innovative technologies to ensure that the state and the companies operate in a truly sustainable manner. That is why climate protection and digitization are also one of the focal points of the Bavarian Digitalplan. With this strategy for the future, we are investing around $500 million in Bavaria's digital progress just in 2023 and are paying particular attention to how we can protect our environment. We think of digitization and climate protection together in two ways. First, we need to make digitization itself sustainable. For all the benefits that digitization brings to us, we must at the same time keep an eye on it so that it does not become a boomerang. Since we mustn't forget our digital lives themselves generate a significant carbon footprint. That's the truth. One example, we have just laid the foundations for the Bavarian Green Data Center together with the University of Passau. Here, a blueprint is being created for an innovative data center. This sustainable data center will use waste heat efficiency in a greenhouse, among other things. Thereby, they are turning bits and bytes into tomatoes and cucumbers. In this way, we are not only showing the way to climate neutrality, but also setting an impulse for how data centers will be climate positive in the future. Second, we must use digital solutions and tools for climate protection and sustainability. This is exactly what the Robothon conference is all about. The Robothon event raises awareness of the different e-waste challenges around the world. The accumulation of electronic waste is an environmental challenge for the entire global community and requires a global solution. Therefore, I am delighted that the Robothon conference defines challenges around the development of automated robotic solutions to sorting and sampling e-waste. Behind you lie exciting and challenging month of competition, but also time in which they are able to develop inspiring solutions and exchange ideas. And hopefully, that was a positive experience. Since we need creative minds like you, it is immersively important that we raise interest in these topics in our young generation and then promote them accordingly. I am therefore very pleased that the competition is attracting such strong interest internationally. Through the competition's digital format, teams can participate from everywhere of the world. Robothon as an international competition proves that remote work can produce great solutions. And I am pleased that the very successful teams represented here today are getting the recognition they deserve at the high profile platform Automatica. Dear participants, no matter who of you will be awarded with a prize at the ceremony, in my eyes, you are all winners. You have developed outstanding solutions and proven your ability to work as a team. Above all, however, you have devoted yourselves to a technology that will play an enormous role in the future. You have demonstrated commitment and an interest in actively shaping our future. You are precisely the talents we need not just here in Bavaria, but in Germany and throughout Europe and beyond. Many thanks. I wish you good luck now and of course in the future. Thank you very much.
Judith Gerlach, thank you so much for the discussion, and I would just like to let you know that this technology that has been mainly developed by Peter So, who will be the host for today, has now also become part of a European network of excellence in robotics, which is led by DLR, the other big institution in Munich. And it's a European standard that is basically being developed at the moment. It's a project called EU Robotics, EU Robin, and it's the biggest center of excellence in robotics across Europe. So this is something that is, I think, really truly remarkable because this kind of spun out of the Robothon, of which you have been a supporter directly from the beginning. So thanks again for that, and thanks so much for being with us. Thank you. So I think I'm supposed to say a few words now, but I would actually like to give Peter the stage because he will be the host for today, and everything here is just happening because Peter So has committed his life, it feels, to the Robothon, and we're so glad to have you, Peter. Please, make this a great event for all of us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Semi. Okay. I need a clicker. Perfect. All right, while we're getting set up here, I just want to connect really quickly with beautiful words we just heard. You know, I really want to say, at least for the teams, there is a ton of passion, so much passion, but I think passion alone is not going to solve the world's problems. What I really love about Robothon and the opportunity I have here with Professor Hadedin and the TUM and Automatica Munich I is to actually connect. I think passion with connection and real-world problems, we can really do big things. And that's what I really love, and it has consumed quite a bit of my life. Friends and family have been also a part of the development, so thank you to them for supporting me. And I want to just kick it over to a film, because then I can recover myself, yeah? So, thank you again to Minister Gerlach for your support. This has been a huge journey that we've done together, and it's great to have you again here, as well as the Council. This is quite a surprise. I'm very happy to have you here, so thank you so much. We have grown over the last 3 years into this event that we will share with you today. So, with that, let's just go with the video and enjoy.
The Robothon is our vision to focus the robotics community and to showcase developments in robotic skill development. A part of Munich I, which is a new high-tech platform, an initiative by the Technical University of Munich, the Munich Institute for Robotics and Machine Intelligence, as well as the Automatica. It's a place and a platform for anyone and everyone to participate in cutting-edge robotics research. The aim of the competition is to bring together robot industry and robot researchers in order to benchmark increases in robot performance. We do this with our robot competition task boards that enable teams to participate and collaborate across multiple sites connected through our web dashboard. So teams should participate to join our growing community solving real-world problems. We're looking to create a critical mass of people working on physical real-world challenges defined by industry. This allows us to build real solutions that work in the real world. Join this because we really want to democratize making the lowest barrier of entry to participate in cutting-edge robotics. So, to participate in Robothon, you need 2 things. 1, gather a team of 2 to 4 people and your own robot platform. And second, apply online to get one of our robot competition task boards. This competition task board has 5 different tasks for you to complete autonomously over a period of 4 weeks, after which we'll have our jury validate your result online. This opportunity to participate in Robothon allows you not only to participate in our community, but also be discovered through our great partnership with the Automatica trade show, which is the largest trade show in Europe. And also you have the opportunity to win cash prizes and meet future employers, as well as get your work discovered. The organizers felt e-waste is a pressing real-world challenge that is dull, dirty, and dangerous that people really don't want to do, but it has such an important impact on the economy in recovering precious minerals and materials that often go straight into landfill. So by having our teams focus in on their robots developing new skills for solving disassembly of electronic waste, we really think that we can make a big difference by participating in the event. After the end of the 4-week period, we expect the robots to complete all the tasks, both on their own, but also in front of our live jury. This is really trying to interpret not just the silly problems on the task board, but to really transfer that learning and apply it in the real world. This is what we're really looking for. So please show us what you got.
Thank you. So at this time, I'd also like to invite our very special guests. We have the jury with me for this event. So I'd like to welcome you all to the stage. Maybe I stand here. Yeah. Great. So we have with me, very happy to have such an incredible team behind us. We have with us on the far right, Dr. Georg von Wickert from Siemens. He's a huge sponsor from us from a long time ago, I think also in 2021, but also in 2022, and also in 2023 now. And so thank you again for being here. Round of applause to you, Georg. And then right next to him, we have Dr. Jürgen Grotipas from Huawei. Thank you so much for supporting our competitions from the very beginning. Sure. You were really kicking this off. I really appreciate your time here. Thanks. And then on my right, we have Dr. Antonio De Dono from Accenture, our newest sponsor here at the Robothon. Thank you so much for attending and participating on our jury. Thank you. So we had the fortunate possibility to have 3 sessions with you today. So maybe some of this will be repetitive, but we want to make sure everyone here has a complete story. So we started this competition in the middle of the pandemic with Automatica, with the original plan to do it right here in person. But what we actually learned as a silver lining success story, we can call it now, that because we could not meet in person, we had to pivot and create these IoT task boards, which you see here in the version from the previous years and this year's new version, to really allow teams to participate from anywhere in the world. And this has really transformed to another scale that this competition has reached. So I'm very happy we have in the audience some of the teams with us. If you're a team, just please raise your hand. This is great just to see here. They're all waiting to get some prize money. Let's give them a round of applause. Great. And so what we tried to do with the competition, as you heard in the video, is to really benchmark robot performance in a way that it can be understood by the layperson. Something that you can see and touch and feel with your own hands, but then also the same hardware can be used by robots. And we can actually see the performance. So in the first year, we looked at single arm manipulation. In the second year, we went on to look at advanced manipulation, where we had more interaction between different parts. And this year, we have an attempt to try to get you to do bimanual with this inspired task board with a use case of a multimeter to inspect e-waste and e-devices. So this is where we're going to go, and let's go on this journey together. So, but as we want to show, we have just a subset of our jury here. We actually have quite a team. With this teleconference format, we actually get all these people from around the world. I have their faces and pictures here. I'm not sure if we're going to have time to go through each and every one of them, but I would like to say a special thank you to our chairs from KIT, Professor Tamim Azfor, Professor Dr. Gerd Herzinger, who was here mentioned before. We had Professor Patrick van der Smaakt here on the stage in our Insights panel. Professor Hadidin, thank you. And Georg Grotipas, Ude. Actually, Professor Ude is really great. He's really kicked us off with the EU Reconcile project, and this really helped inspire some of the first designs for this task force. I just want to give a shout out. And then we've also been growing the team. So we actually have on here the 3 newest jury members, Antonio, Julia, Professor Julia Boras, and Professor Dr. Johannes Betz. Thank you so much for putting your faith behind us, and I know the teams really enjoyed your comments, and I especially enjoyed the deliberation in our decision meeting. So once again, thank you to our sponsors. We have, again, the support of Siemens, Huawei, Accenture, Conrad, really big names, and we also have the project, as I mentioned before, Reconcile, and the project that Professor Hadin mentioned, EU Robin. Very exciting excellence cluster here in Europe. And then we have 20,000 euros to give away today. So I'm going to get through this as fast as we can, and we're going to get to that part, okay? So just to show you here for the pictures, we have a huge map. And you can see just the footprint that this competition has really grown into. We have 56 task boards on the network. And we had 27 applications. We had to down select to 20. Each team received a task board in the mail. They had 4 members per team, 80 developers, 20 different robot platforms around the world working on the same challenge across 13 different countries. So how do we actually put this all together? We have to keep the ship motivated in the same direction. We have 3 main goals. We have, firstly, we want to develop reusable robot skills that can be compared directly to a human, specifically in the areas of e-waste and sorting. Second, we want to have an active community around robot system development that bridges not only academia, but also industry. And then thirdly, we want to have quantitative tools to actually do that remote assessment in a fair, transparent way. And so together with these 3 goals, we hope to be part of this AI industrial revolution together. So here we have a quick map. It's too detailed to get into right now, but in the quick overview, in this green box, this is essentially our iteration. This is our competition. So we plan to do this year over year, working in partnership with our sponsors, but also industry partners to populate these task boards with important industry-motivated challenges. So we can move from the right-hand side, where we have primarily a human task force working on dull, repetitive, dangerous tasks, into the factory of the future. And this is done through collecting all the great ideas through competitions like this in the format of open innovation. And so we invite you, in the blue bottom here, we have the community, to get involved, to help us understand what is important, to suggest new tasks, so we can generate new skills, and then create the metrics with our jury to actually really throw this all together so we can keep on doing it year over year over year. So again, just a quick highlight on the previous work. 2021, 2022, we had the task board here on the left-hand side. We have a fixed set of instructions where we have a starting state and a goal state. Teams have to take the task board autonomously with their robot platform through each of these goal states. So we actually have 6 different tasks, where we are evaluating the robot's ability to manipulate objects, insert them, and manipulate and take things apart in the case of e-waste. And then not only do we have them work with our task board, but we invite the teams to do a transferability demo. So not only do they work with this, but within the competition, we ask them to bring their own e-waste problem to the challenge, show it to us, and explain to us why it's important, but then have the robot transfer the skills they learn on these task boards into the real world through this demo. Keep going. Great, just to show the growth again. So we've been growing year over year, and I'm so excited to, again, get through this with the support from all of you. Just a quick detail on some of the data. It's always fun. If you ever want to have a chance, please come by and try the task board on your own. We actually have the ability to record these remotely, and the best performance to date is sub 9 seconds on this version of the task board. And in 2021, we had the best team at 110 seconds. And just 1 year afterwards, with some improvements using computer vision, we were able to do this almost a factor of 100%, 52 seconds in just the next year. And so this is incredible, 240%, excuse me. But however, there's still room for improvement. So how can we actually get the skills that you're seeing on the show floor into the hands of developers that is actually reaching the performance of a human? Let's talk about that. So we go through and we study all the types of work that's important in industry. We go through industry reports, and we take that and we populate those onto this task board here. And you can see in this video behind me, this is how a human would go through and complete each of the different tasks. The challenge for this year was given a multimeter to inspect e-waste in your local environment. And on the task board, this involves localization and recognition of objects, being able to manipulate instruments, plug in probes, access hidden compartments, and tidy up your workspace. So again, here it is, just for the summary. You can see this is all the different parts of this task board here that you can go through. And we're actually going to have some team videos to actually see the robots in action. So I want to make sure we have time for that. So we're going to go ahead and go through. Again, each team has a limit of 10 minutes to solve this challenge. And the board is randomly located. So they have no idea where it's going to be, but we give them some Velcro strips, and they have to place it, and it's verified by our jury. And they have no assistance. This is completely done fully autonomously by their robot platform. Bear with me here. Get some slides. So the videos here. So here you can see some examples. Thank you to Team Biscari for providing some video footage here for the different examples of how these tasks could be done by a robot and not just by a human. So you see we have the ability to find the object and press a button. We have here a small computer display where they have to move a slider to follow an arrow on a screen. So they actually have to actively perceive an object and then follow it. And then they have to plug in cables and actually interact by opening this door and testing for continuity inside the box. But not only that, they actually have to go through and do one of the still outstanding problems in robotics, deformable object manipulation, where they actually go through and clean up the workspace, where they tidy up. They have to wrap this cable around and then put it back in its starting point. And it's just incredible the type of solutions that you would get. When I design these boards, I have no idea how you will come together to put these together, but I'm so excited to see these really crazy robot motions in action. So, great work, Team Biscari. Just to kind of round it off, the team journey. So we have, in this digital format that's decentralized, we have a kickoff meeting, and then we have 30 days where each team has their own task boards where we give them the instructions on what they need to do, and then they teach their task board solution with their robot and the other bring your own device challenge. Then they are presented in front of our jury after they've sent a documentation package. And then we have our awards ceremony here today. So, 3 parts. I'm going to stop talking and get some more interaction here from our jury, because I think it's really important that you guys are here, and I'm so valuing your time. So, I'd just like to kick it over to Professor Grotipas. Can you tell us a little bit, like, what's important? How do we evaluate the teams?
Yes. Before I do that, Robothon 21 and 22 was already a success story, and I was a little bit skeptical if we could top it, or if how to add the little point of acceleration and excitement. And if I look at all these team results and the ambition, I think that Sami and Peter, you have topped it. So we are ahead, and I think the solutions we can see are very good. Can I have a look at this over there? So, because this new task board added some new flexibility and opened the window for transferability. We had the flexible wire that is needed to wind around and maybe even take some measurements with multimeters, as we have in real-world solutions. For example, when assembling cabinets and optical devices, we have to fix hundreds of optical fibers to plug into the hole, the same way we do it here.
Not so easy, is it?
So that is. Yeah. So where did we look at in detail? So the solution robustness was one topic, the transferability, of course, and the platform design in hardware and software. So therefore, we looked at that, having points from 1 to 5 to deliver, and this is how we made our decisions in the end.
Great, great. Yeah, so we have 3 sort of segments which you see behind me. We have, at the end of the 30-day period, the teams will send us a documentation package, which includes a video demonstration of the team, but also a robustness challenge where they have to solve the task board several times in a row, 5 times in a row. And they also commit their software and hardware to recreate this. So you can find this on the website through the repositories at our Automatica Robothon website. Then we have the live jury where you are essentially presented the solution live to verify that everything is working. And then we obviously, because it's industry, we want to really value cycle time. And so maybe we can talk a little bit briefly about, how do we actually think about the decisions here. So we have the flexibility. That's something that's really important. How do we actually get to a point where we can design competitions? This question that I'd put to Georg. Yeah. Dr. von Wiekert, how do we actually go ahead and design competitions so we can create modular, reusable skills for not just this solution, but actually to do something else? This is the big goal.
Yeah. So I mean, one obvious motivation behind you guys designing this actually was that it affords a system that can be recomposed and from reusable parts. Right, so the task is made so that this is advantageous, and especially if I think if we go from 21, what this was, to now, this one you could vary. The or that was even the previous one, you could still very much use with a fixed program. Yeah, there was little flexibility in the task. Meanwhile, we have a way more complex task, but that really affords flexible solutions, and that creates reusable skills in the end, right?
Yep, I absolutely agree. So I'm glad to hear that we topped your expectations, and we're happy to try to continue to do this. But what's really the special sauce behind this is that we have this connection that I mentioned before. So not only do the teams work on these in their own labs, but they have this connection to the other teams through our web dashboard. And this is a dashboard that allows us to see how often the teams are interacting, when they're online, how many times they're doing the solutions, and what the interim results are. And I actually have interviewed some of the teams. They actually found this to be quite a competitive element where they can see exactly how far they are along relative to the other teams. So thanks to Ka for making that happen. One of those fun details here, I would like to just shout out to Dr. Dodona. We actually have here in front of us a graph. I'm not sure if this is meaningful for you, but here we can actually see over the 30 days how many trials the teams are actually working.
Yeah.
And you can see there's some high numbers. Yeah, you agree, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so 700, I think, from Team Biscay. They were working day and night, I think. And you can see there's a learning curve. So they get started, they have to learn what they're going to do, make a plan. And then somewhere in the midpoint, they really get into the work and they start working with the task board. I think this is so fascinating. I mean, even Sophia Labs here.
Yeah, they try very
Incredible
hard.
effort, yeah?
Yeah.
So I just wanted to say this is great that we have this ability to connect each other through the internet, and we hope to continue doing these things here. And one of the incredible parts, as Professor Grotipas, Dr. Grotipas mentioned here, the wrapping task is actually one fascinating insight is that the robot teams came up with a solution that was even faster than the human. So we can show you here, we have stacked bar plots of the best human performer in 25 seconds against the best robot time that we've seen in sub 45 seconds. But if you look at the table, you can see here in the cable wrap task, the human was actually 1 second faster, consistently, than the human. So that's pretty cool. So with that, I want to just get me off the stage. We're going to go to some videos, and then we're going to get you guys to comment a little bit more here. So we've prepared a special cut of the live jury demonstrations. This is never before seen footage released for the very first time here at the awards ceremony. I know the teams are very anxious to see everyone else's solutions. So get your cameras ready. This will be live streamed, but go ahead. We're going to play the video. All right, let's see what the teams have presented this year. And I just want to highlight here, it's all real time. Nothing is sped up. Enjoy. So I could tell you were all engaged, so it's good. I think that was really, really impressive. I know it was a lot to take in, but please take a chance when you can later to review it. It's really incredible work. So I want to share with you here, this is the final scoreboard for 2023 on the screen. We had 20 teams who competed, and we have with us in the audience the top 5 who still have yet to be crowned. It's not an easy decision that the jury needs to make. And there's many, many aspects that go into it, many heated conversations. And I think that's that passion that we heard about. This is really important to understand that there's many competing roles. And so I just want to go ahead and we're going to go through each one of these. And maybe briefly, how was it from your side? Just Dr. Dodona, you're the newest member to our Robothon family. What was the experience like for you?
The experience was great, and I have to thank you, Barbara, and all the organizing team for inviting me over, because it was really a nice experience. And it was very hard to reach this kind of top 10, actually, because the groups were so strong this year. We found so many technical demos. We saw so many good performances, but also we saw a lot of passion. That was really the nice thing. We were seeing cohesions in the groups. We were seeing all the people having different roles, collaborating to a very difficult task. I can tell you, I was not there last time, but this board was pretty difficult to be solved. And whenever you put a pain point, then you will see that smart minds can reach a solution. And that's what we saw for the cable wrapping, for many challenges that this board was introducing. So we stayed over time, actually, to try to decide this top 10. And we wanted to have multiple first places because you guys deserve to all have a reward about that. But I want to tell, no matter which position you are in this table, the work you did was really, really great. And we appreciated a lot the participation and the passion that you put into this task.
I can't agree more. Yeah, thank you. Dr. Grotebias, how was it from your side?
So I was fascinated from the ambition and from the surprise we had as a jury when we saw what we have not expected to see. So this transferability made me be happy part of the team.
Great. Dr. Van Vickert, do you have something to add?
Yeah, so I mean, Antonio already said it was super difficult to decide this one.
Yeah.
And because one thing which is absolutely great about the Robothon is that we have so many contestants and we can see so many different ideas coming, and all of them are very special. This cable wrapping task alone, yeah, how the different ways to attack the problem and then finally solve it. Some people being very careful, others being robust, I would say. Yeah, so still surprised that the measurements could still be taken actually after so many tries, 600, for example.
Yeah.
So this was really absolutely great to see, and you guys gave us a really hard time to do the decision. I think also it took us. We scheduled an hour, I think, and it took us almost, I don't know how much, but this took way longer to come to a decision. Yeah, so.
Yes, I can only agree. It's been such a pleasure. I think one of the, just to highlight what you said there, I think what's incredible is that even though you have the same problem, because we're working across so many different time zones, we have a huge diversity of solutions, which I find really incredible, because when you're working in industry, you have time to do it and do it once and make sure it works, and you have to ship it. But here in this space, we actually can think and find ways to solve the problems and then also, display them here with all of you. So we're going to get to the next couple of slides, which are more exciting, where we're actually going to reveal the winners of the competition. So I want to make sure that we're ready here with the checks. We have some special equipment coming on stage to help us with that. So, are you guys ready?
Sure. Absolutely.
Are you guys ready? Yeah? Yeah? Okay. Cool. Yeah, I just want to build up a little bit of energy and suspense. So for me, it's personally, I just want to say thank you before we all run off into these things. It's been an incredible journey to do the Robothon. Thank you for the support. Thank you to Sammy. Thank you to Automatica. Thank you to the jury from my side, this has been an incredible journey to be a part of this with all of you. So, with that, then, I would like to announce the honorable mentions for the 2023 Robothon Grand Challenge. We have, if you're here, please come up on the stage here. We're going to have some prize checks that we can give away to you. And we got to find a good picture. This is all live, guys, so please, let's bear with us here. No, I think we make it fine. So, again, this was incredibly hard. Let's get them in the center here. The guys, you really kind of pack in. We got all these cameras here. Let's get a really good photo. I hope this stuff is not in the way. Should we move these out of the way? Okay, we'll do another picture later. All right, so anyway, let me squeeze in here. Yeah. Okay, good. But round of applause, guys. Thank you so much. And maybe just really quickly, just a brief few words that you guys would like to say. So we had the top 5. We couldn't give everyone an award, and as you said, we really wanted to. So just a few brief words on what it's like to be here. Yeah. Or anyone from the team, yeah.
I will try. Yeah, we are honored that we got the prize. Yeah. It was really an exciting challenge for us because it's the first time for us, and we are like only bachelor students. So we tried our best, and it worked out. So thank you for everything.
Great. Yeah, please.
It's even quite exciting for us, and exactly we bring out a gift from China. It's also about our story to start up this team.
Mike.
Half a month ago, we came to Shangri-La, the most remote and the mysterious place in China, and we found the grandpa who is the last one who can do the handmake these beautiful things. So we just to think about that. What if we use the robot technology to bring the old culture to the new world, to the whole world, to make this vivid and make the robot copy that handmade to make it last forever. Not only for China, it's also for the world. That's what we start up this team, and we take it from that. So thank you for all the participation, and thank you for all.
And this is for Peter. Yeah.
For me.
Yeah. Thank you for this competition. That's really great. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
That's handmade from the grandpa. He made it 24 hours to make that. So he smelled like smoke and this. Yeah. Okay. That's from his handmade. Okay.
It smells wonderful, actually. Yeah, thank you. It smells a lot like home, I would say. This is a great gift and totally unexpected. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's so incredible to have you guys. Thank you for traveling all this way. They're going to go into the mountains, I hear, after this. So really make. Yeah. Do you want to share briefly about that? You know, how does it mean? What does it mean to come all the way to Munich, just for you personally? Sorry, Tim. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like it's not only about technology thing. It's about the cultural thing. Yeah. It's like robotics like futuristic, and the culture is like old, but we can combine like West and East, and old and new together. That's and cool. It's not about technology. Yeah, it's about humanity and all of us. Yes, thank you for standing here, listening to us. Thank you.
And it's also a great chance for us to show us how Chinese technology, how Chinese students, we do to deal with the problems, the whole world problem, and right now, right today. Okay. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, we see you later. Okay, we have a few more things to give away, so I'm gonna have to ask you guys to step down, and we'll see you afterwards. Yeah. Thank you. Great. So, we have the next ones ready. Yeah. Yeah. So I'd like to invite. Yeah. So we have Dr. Ziegler from Accenture here to actually present the prize check himself. So I want to go ahead and invite you to the stage now. The stage is yours.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure to be on stage here, but actually the stage belongs to the next winner, which we will soon announce. The only words I want to say about this, I think this is one of the best money I ever was allowed to invest on Accenture's behalf. I think in the talent of the future that we are now allowed to honor the third prize, which I will ask Antonio to unveil.
Over Team Oscar from France.
Team Oscar from France, please join us on the stage.
Congratulations, guys.
So we couldn't do it for everyone, but here you can see in the center we have the team, the robot platform with UR10, and here's their bring your own device challenge, an automated voltage detection with OCR. Great job, guys. Yeah, put this here, huh? Yes? Maybe quickly, just a few words.
Okay, thank you for having us here. Thank you for organizing this competition. I think it's a great opportunity to show, like I said this morning, the integration between robotics and vision. And the fact that we have teams from all around the world, and we are very proud of being part of this ecosystem of academics, of industrials, and of students from all around the world.
Perfect. Thank you guys so much for having. From our side, you guys had an incredible work. Even beyond the competition, they continued to work, and they have an even better solution. Unfortunately, we had to evaluate you on the 30-day trial, since everyone had this, but I really appreciate the enthusiasm that you guys have brought, not only to this, but to the eRobin as well. So thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we'll have you guys come on down. Good job, guys. Thanks. Okay. It's pretty exciting up here, I think, yeah. Great, so I'm going to hand it over to you. You want to go ahead and say a few words?
The second prize goes to the team who surprised us. So very, very flexible solution, 3D inspection of the task board to locate it in the space so that the robot could do the tasks. Very amazing. YOLO object detection and behavior tree CCP library for the robot control. This is very, very flexible. So the team had a beautiful transferability solution to measure some LCD displays with the multimeter. So the team is Biscari, and congratulations.
Biscari, please join us here on stage. Hey, good. Great job. Hello, hello, yes.
See you again.
So Biscari, I just say a few words here because you guys, some of you are familiar with our format. We actually saw you in the previous competition, and it's great to have you here. And so one thing that could be always interesting that we actually have a brand new task board this year. So there's really great to see that the energy was here. But how are you feeling right now? What's in your mind?
I think it's been a great experience, and I want to thank you personally for that. But I also want to thank you, Roberto, Samuele, and Michele, for being great team members. I think it's been a great 600 trials. So we really, really enjoyed that. And congrats to the team who made better than us.
Great. Photo, did we get a photo? Yeah? The suspense. Okay, great. Then I'll ask you guys, thank you again. Thank you. We'll see you in a bit. Okay. All right. Then, Dr. von Wickert,
yeah.
Do you have some news for us here on stage?
Yes, I'm on stage, and now I also hear that it's working.
Yes.
So obviously, last but not least, we have also a winner. And as I said before, yeah, to all the others and also the ones who also got their checks already, really, really was difficult. But someone has to be the winner, and we as a jury, after a long discussion, agreed that this would be Team Robopig.
Please join us on stage, Team Robopig from Germany. Hey, congrats.
Sehr gut gemacht. Excellent work.
Great work, guys. Yeah. Not an easy decision, I must say. I think it's really, really, really hard. Please share us what's in your mind. Share with us what's on your mind.
First, thank you very much. Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Barbara. And thank you, jury. It was amazing. It was very much fun. We enjoyed it a lot. The task board was amazing. Also, I would thank Professor Kaup, Philip, Martin, Shobham, and Medhanj for supporting us all the way. So could we have an applause for them? They're right there. But yeah, thank you for having us again. It was a blast. And the project you're doing, the U Robin, is great. I'm sure you're making a great foundation for something that's going to have a huge impact on the future. And we're glad to be a part of it and maybe be more part of it with more research and more collaboration.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Yeah, the EU Robin project is, as Sammy said, an excellence cluster, and it's not just me, but 31 different partners throughout Europe. So it's really, really incredible that we have such a stage here. I want to say thank you. Maybe one last question. What are the plans? What are you guys going to spend 10,000 euros on?
Fun.
Fun. Okay, we'll leave it with that. So that's on the record. Thank you guys so much. I'll ask you to come off the stage now, and I think that will conclude essentially our, let's stay. We get a photo? I don't know if we got a photo yet. And then, so I'd like to say thank you again to everyone. Let's give a hand of applause, yeah. Good. All right, come on down. And I think that's it here. Finally, I just want to say thank you again. This is all not possible without our sponsors. Siemens, Huawei, Accenture, Conrad. We were able to give away over 20,000 euros, 10,000 to our first place, 5,000 to our second place, 3,000 to our third place, and 1,000 to both of our honorable mentions. You guys have done an incredible work. Thank you so much. And with that, I would like to just say, invite you to get to know these guys while they're all here. So it's a great and unique opportunity. Please grab them, shake their hands, and I see you in the next competition. Thank you so much. Check out our website for next competition. All right. With that, we are done. Okay. Excuse me. Can I get the mic? Okay, so quickly, we didn't do all the photos. So if you got a prize check and you're here, actually, I think everyone that got a prize check, we'd like to invite you to come over for a photo afterwards. And also, any other teams who are here in the audience, yeah, please come and join us. We'd love to have you. Thank you so much.